Hi all, welcome back to more 7 Days to Die Starvation mod. And today we are going to be doing pretty much something that I haven't done on camera for a while. We're going to be digging, and we're going to be digging a lot. So what we're going to do is, this is mostly probably going to be a bit of a time lapse after the intro. But first, we have to get started. So let's go. And we're back. So, welcome back everybody. Hope you're having a fantastic week so far. I know it's still early on a Monday, but you know, never hurts to hope you are having a great day. Oh, so yes, it's been a long weekend for me, but it's been a good one, so I'm not going to complain too much. Hopefully the same can be said for your all as well. Now, so what we've done, if you remember last week, we were working on the base, and we've got the spike traps in. I've gone ahead and moved them like I said I was going to. I respaced them a little bit. So the areas that I thought we were going to get the most activity from, because we tend to get the zombies spawning out in this field a lot. So I put a lot of concentration on the corners where we've been seeing most of the zombies coming in from. I still need to make a couple of more, but that's okay. We'll get to them. We'll get to them. And then on this side, as you can see, we've got a bunch here. So this way, if I have to evacuate the prison for some reason, which is now mostly upgraded to reinforced concrete, I believe. Let's take a look around really quick, because I think I got all of this side done. Yeah, so as you can see, we've got reinforced concrete up to the second level, all the way around on the front and this side, the back side, and then the north side of the prison still has some blocks that need to be upgraded. But we're working on that. Part of the reason why we're doing what we're doing today is to get the stone. Now, as you can see, we are in day 39. And as everybody knows, day 39 is only a couple of days before the day 42 horde. So what I want to do is have all of this done in time for day 42. If we can get the new bunker done, well, I shouldn't call it a bunker. I'm going to call it a kill pit, because that's what it actually is. If we can get the new kill pit done before day 42, we'll actually be able to do the horde in there. Now, I'm not sure how that's going to work out, but we'll find out. So, oh, and then for those who haven't heard me complaining about it, oh yeah, we lost our blacksmith technical guy over here. So apparently somebody said that it may be due to the fact that the area is open to the rain, and that they eventually, that's when they leave, it just kind of explodes the workstation. Oh, needs to be a better mechanic, honestly. I think what they should do, or what they should look at doing, is having a workstation that basically is a type of storage kit. So when you place it, you get the survivor. And then if the survivor dies, the workstation remains. Basically, it would just be a consumable in here, just like anything else, because you know how they have the food spoilage. Basically the same kind of idea, where you have an NPC item that basically can spoil if certain conditions aren't met, like you don't keep him fed or something. But that's, you know, just me. There's a couple. I'm sure there's dozens of ways that the development team could do it. But we'll do, it is what it is, and it's unfortunate because we lost a lot of really expensive equipment when that station popped. So, word of warning to the folks that are planning on getting into the settlements: make sure you keep your guys, you know, fed, dry, and serviceable the entire time, or else you're going to lose them. Oh, alright. So, we have put in our lathe, so we can actually make items now if we need to. The canned food machine we are probably going to make. The reason being is that we can actually preserve the stuff that we're growing. And yes, you do lose a little bit of the wellness on it doing so, but you get around the requirement of having to keep everything refrigerated all the time. concrete drawbridge is on the list of things to make. We are going to make this at some point. We'll probably replace the drawbridge that we have over on the prison with this once it's done, but we'll see how that all works out. And then the funny thing is, I've had a couple of people mentioning the electric bat and the electric spear. The electric bat, I'm really tempted to make, and I think I said that last time too, that it's on the list of items, so we'll see how it actually plays out. But yeah, okay, so all of that said, let's get to what we were going to do today. And what we're going to do today is, if you remember that pit that I showed you a little while ago, let's head down here. Oh, and I don't remember if I brought enough frames with me or not this time. I think I did, but if not, you know, we'll have to go make more. So there is now a small access hatch, well, an access area I should say, over here. And what this did is, when we were talking about it before, we said we were going to put a hole over here like a kill pit, and that's basically what we've done. So we now have this, and what we're going to need to do is, let's go, like I said, I think we have enough. And yeah, so basically we have, this will eventually get straightened out just like all of the other access ways have, where we'll we'll smooth all this out, open it up so that we can get in and out of here without worrying about it. But the idea is that all of this will eventually be open. Oh, sorry about that. Had to do a quick cut to sneeze. Whew. Oh, okay. So carrying on. Oh yeah, like I said, eventually all of this will be open. What I want to do with it, yay! So yes, it is like 62 blocks up from the from bedrock, so this should be more than far enough down. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue this digging operation and basically just cut all the way through all of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to time lapse this, so there will probably be a couple of cutaways during the entire thing. There's going to be, you know, we'll have the music and everything, and we're going to just time lapse the whole thing. That way you can see me digging the most of this out. I'm not quite sure how long this is going to take because, well, as you can see, we are pretty well into the day. We're at 1600, so I'm expecting this to basically take the rest of the in-game day or so, maybe even longer. But so without much further ado, let's go ahead and get started. And we're back. So, alright, so we've gone ahead and dug this down, as you can see, quite a bit, right? We've got another like 5 or 6 levels that we've added to it. So what I want to do is we've gone ahead and prepped the top of it so that we can basically bring all of this down. And I'm hoping this isn't going to kill us when we do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically dig all the way through this little column of stone here. We're going to do this on both sides. We're going to go basically straight through it here. And then we're going to do it from the north to south as well. And should be one more. Yep. Alright, so now let's grab this because it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here's where we want. What I'm going to do is once we punch a hole all the way through, we're going to basically hollow it out from the inside, from the center here, towards the outer edge. Once we get it into the corners should support the entire thing until we take the 4 corners out. Controlled demolition, right? Actually, it's kind of an interesting design that if you wanted to build a base like this, I guess you could. Just having a little bit of fun, doing things a little bit differently, and it's been a while since we've brought down a large chunk of material anywhere, so I figured we'd do this on camera. Normally I would do it off camera. At least that's what I've been doing with these types of builds. Like I said, we want to leave the one in the corner. Because what we want is we want to have the entire thing supported by those just 4 pillars for right now. And then once we're done with this, we'll take the 4 corners out and bring the whole thing down. So hopefully we will be able to do this in a controlled manner. I'm obviously going to have to come back through and clean up a bunch of stuff, but it's an easy way to get your large areas cleared out very quickly. Well, at least faster than it would take if we were to mine all of this out by hand. Unfortunately, it does mean I'm going to lose a little bit of resource, but it's okay. Alright, so now we are going to take that corner out first. As you can see, it worked just fine. It's holding everything up. Still holding everything up. And there it goes. And this is the reason why I left 1 pillar. Look at that. Raw iron in here. Got all sorts of stuff. All sorts of destroyed brick. Any more raw iron? Yeah, we got a little bit there. Don't think I was fast enough to get it. That's okay. And just clean up the mess. And we now have a kill pit, right? Now I am going to take this down a little bit further. I'm probably going to drop it another 5 or 6 layers. Mainly because I want to have it deep enough for them to die or take a significant amount of damage when they fall. You are dirt. You are dirt. Alright. There we go. But yes, I want them to take a significant amount of damage when they fall, but I want to have it set up so that we can still... Wait, I thought I heard zombies. So we can still get things done. Eventually this will go all the way down the bedrock. And I think you're dirt? No. You were, though. Okay. So, now, basically what we're going to do is we're going to set up an area that fits within this. Right? So the idea is that when this is done, this will go, like I said, this will go all the way down the bedrock, and basically we will have an area here set up to catch zombies in, right? This path right here is going to actually be the wall, and this area is going to be the kill zone. And what we'll do is once we get down to a layer that I'm happy with, which I said is going to be probably another 5, maybe even as far as 10 layers down, what we'll do is we'll cut into the walls here so that this whole pit will be expanded outward, so it'll be a vertical column to this point, and then when it gets down to the killing floor area, it'll flare out a couple of blocks. And then what we'll do is we'll have the walls down there, and we'll put in, probably use the ramp system that we've been using for the other areas. And that way we'll be able to have is the ability to loot through it and kill through it without having them be so quite easy to hit us. So, but that's the idea. Alright, so we are going to continue working on this. Based on how many videos and how much time we have covered, this is probably going to be the end of this particular video. But when we come back next time, what we should have is we should have this further down, and we should have the beginnings of the kill pit. Once we have everything set up, what we'll end up doing is basically, because this will actually be the wall. We don't even have to come back to do anything with it. So yeah, okay. On that note, we are going to get out of here. I hope everybody has a fantastic day. Thanks for stopping in. If you have any questions or comments, throw them down below. If you did enjoy the episode, make sure you hit that like button, and if you want to see more, be sure to subscribe. Words have failed me. Digging in circles have left me confused. Anyway, we're going to get out of here. I hope everybody has a fantastic day. Have a terrific week, and we'll see you back here next time for more 7 Days to Die Starvation Mod. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. This is going to be a lot more digging.